AP Psych students. Mrs. Palachuk here. Today we're talking about the case study GIST. So today what I wanted to talk about was how do you go about a GIST and how do I grade it? So a couple things over here. I just wanted to point out over here that what we do is in terms of grading, I am focusing on these kind of targets. So if you hit a target, you get a plus. All right. If you are close to a target, meaning you're missing information, just need a little bit more, you're gonna have a question mark, and a missed target means that you have inaccurate information or it's missing. If you hit your target, you get all of your targets. You get a 15 out of 15. If you're close, you have 13 out of 15. And if you missed lots of targets, it's 10 out of 15, and you need to repair it if you want full credit. I also some days will mark and grade class participation, yes or no. What class participation includes is, are you coming in for help on these? That does include, that's participation. 2, are you raising your hand in class when I'm asking questions? Are you sharing information or responding to someone else in class? So it just, again, it does not need to be in complete sentences, but needs to be enough for us to be able to understand what we're talking about, okay? And again, you're synthesizing information. Usually we'll have one of these per unit. Some of these will go along with your Hawk case study book, and also some of them will be from other sources that I find. So first things first, we have title and author. Okay, so title and author, this should be pretty easy. Note that Roger Hawk did not write all of them. The title and author will be from each section that you're reading. So for instance, Jean Piaget will be the author, and the title would be about his theory of cognitive development. Purpose. Usually the purpose is what they're trying to find, okay, and what it's setting out for. Usually this is within the first 2 pages, and this usually is also considered their thesis. Method. So method, there is a method section usually in the case studies. However, not all articles you read has a clear method section. In general, there could be multiple methods because it could be talking about multiple different types of studies and synthesizing them into an article. If that's the case, you're going to choose meta-analysis. And meta-analysis is basically just writing an article about many different types of studies that have been done on a particular topic. A survey, okay, obviously is a questionnaire. An experiment, a lot of them will be experiments, okay, and I'm going to tell you that there are groups. If they talk about groups and they're giving one group this and one group that, then they're going to be, again, an experiment. An observation is watching people. Most of what you're going to be reading are meta-analyses or experiments. There could be surveys done, but again, most of them are going to be meta-analysis or experiments. And again, summarize what was done. Next, data and results. You may find these in the discussion section as well. Don't feel like you just have to stick to the results section. Sometimes you can find some good tidbits about results and what they found in later sections of the case study. Don't write the first 6 things you find. Please make sure that you find something that is specific and interesting, because you want to be able to share this in class. And if you have what everybody else has, it's going to make it hard to participate. Again, I would recommend that when you write your quote, whatever you found, also include the page number for where you found it, because that way you can go back and reference it. Next, I give you more space. Okay, again, give me quality information, and you should be able to explain it. Or if you don't understand what you're reading, that would be a good helpful question to write down at the bottom. Application. You're answering, why should we care about this article? What is important about this article? What are we getting out of it? Okay. Usually there is an application section. They'll talk about, where is this information being used? Is it going to help with a new drug that is being created? Is it going to help someone learn about life choices that they make? Are they developing some sort of new therapy? You need to find something in the reading about this. It may not always come out and say, hey, here's the application. You may have to do some inference, but for the most part, they are in the application section. And if you can't find a specific application section, again, answer this question. Why should I care? What is important about this? ethical problems. An ethical problem is where we are kind of curious about, was someone hurt? Was someone lied to? Was someone deceived, not told the full truth about the study? Could this information potentially hurt a person? That's what ethical problems are. Again, it may not say ethical problems were, you might have to do some inference, but again, you're looking for, were people hurt? Were they lied to? Were they deceived? And could potentially people be hurt from this information? Criticisms. You're looking for things like sample size. Did they only use men when they should have used men and women? Were there only 10 people in the study? Did they fail to study something? Again, a lot of times there is a criticism section, but you also can infer this and ask your own questions about criticisms. We will be talking about criticisms and ethical standards in our second unit on stats and research methods, and so you will be able to find more specific criticisms and ethical problems. And last but not least, this is probably the most difficult part, especially for people that are new to a science like psychology, asking higher level questions. This question is a question that is not found in the article. If it is, that means you did not read. It is a question about taking something from the article and connecting it beyond what you read. It could also be something that you don't understand from the article. But again, this is going to be something we work on, and come see me if you need help. I'll be more than willing to give you some suggestions and some ideas, and also show you some examples. Again, so this is your case study gist. These are usually worth 15 points. They are part of your writing sections of your grade. And again, there will be great participation. Please come see me for help if you need anything. Again, my door is always open. Thank you.